Peace and love, good people. Peace and love. We are back here at the open. Oh man, we got an SPXW trade, March 17th, 2025. Repeat after me. Nasty work. Yes, nasty work. This was not it. Learned a lot here. All right, so first and foremost, let's look at this first candle that's forming. If you notice the white shaded area to the left, that's the pre-market data. Now, what I did was I turned on, if you look down here at the bottom right, you see where it says night, EXT, and auto under the chart. I turned on extended hours and nighttime hours. Come to find out that threw my moving averages off. And some of the decisions that I make for entering and exiting a stock, a trade, is based on the moving averages. Okay, so if you do in the future want to follow the strategy that I use, we're going to get there. We're going to get to a place where I'm sharing that in more detail with you. You need to make sure that you got the nighttime and extended hours off. Okay, but we're here now. So we got a big power bar coming from the 200 on the 5-minute chart. It's stemming from the 8, and it's already broken through a support level at 244.77, went all the way down and touched the support level at 241.50. All right, it's wicked back up, and then it's looking like it's going to either break through or turn around. Now, I should have already jumped in to this candle. However, I did not. I was uncertain. So right at about 90 seconds in, I could have jumped in there to the downside and scalped a little something. And here we look like we are, continuing to the downside. Again, I'm learning that, it's easy to say what to do. The challenge in the game is all about controlling your emotions and managing your energy in moments like this. All right, so we got the second candle forming again. I should have jumped in there already, so I missed my opportunity. All right, and then another thing, so this is a Tesla trade. I'm sorry, I'm on Tesla right now. All right, it's Tesla and it was SPXW today on this particular day. All right, so I'm kind of waiting to see, is this candle gonna give me a doji, a pin bar? Is this a reversal? Is this a pattern, a reversal pattern? Or are we gonna have continuation to the downside? And this looks like continuation. I'm talking about watching the money be made and not being a part of it. Thinking long and thinking wrong. Now look, we got this pin bar coming from 239.09, which is the top of a gap range. Okay, so there's a gap underneath 239.09. Here we go, creating a pin bar. If this remains a pin bar, if it closes as a pin bar, this would be a reversal pattern, but it's looking like it's continuing to the downside. What did I do wrong here? I did not wait for the candle to close. All right, so on the 2-minute chart, we got 30 seconds left. All right, and now when I switch to the options chart, you can see how it looks like we are creating a pin bar right on the other side of the 200. So this would be a reversal pattern. If it closes as a pin bar, it's going to close, and then we should have a red candle on this particular chart coming down on the other side. So yeah, so anticipating. All right, so I got my stop loss set. I'm getting better. As you can see, we got increments of 5 on the right. So the stop loss is set at 310. My entry is 350. So I'm giving myself a $40 stop, and I'm trying to give myself a $80 TP. All right, so it can make sense. Okay. We got a lot of movement going on here. Again, Tesla, I done jumped in a put, but on this options chart, it's inverted for you to see All right, and now boom, I'm up 5. I'm up 5. All right, yeah, yeah. We move in the right direction. Considering bringing my stop loss up to break even, and then fumbling with it. Fumbling with it. You know, I don't want to bring my stop loss up too early. That's something that I continue to discuss. Do not bring your stop loss up too early. However, you don't want to bring it up too late either. So this is what we're talking about. You know, the art. You know, the science is the trade itself, the strategy, you know, the data analysis. The art is the execution, the implementation, the when, the where. The science is the how. Okay. So we looking, continuing to look, continuing to watch this fluctuation. Was up $10. Now we down 32. All right. Continuing to violate my rules, sliding the stop loss, moving the stop loss. I think what I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to set my stop loss and my take profit, and I'm going to leave. I'm leaving. Set my stop loss and my take profit, and I'm out. Deuces. I'll come back later at the end of the day. Did I make money or lose money? But at least I know if I put in 3 trades with a $30 stop loss, my max loss for the day gonna be $90. Damn. Down 40. Got stopped out. See, when you do stuff like that, you like, well, for all that, I could have got stopped out at 30. Why would I move my stop loss to 40? Who did I help? That's an extra $10 that I lost. So we gonna keep it moving though. That was one trade down. We moved over to Spxw. All right, now see, this SPX is a bad boy. You don't know SPX like that. That's why you're looking at me. This is Spxw's big brother. All right, so we looking at this 935 candle. All right, right here. This is where we're gonna use the orb strategy, the opening range break. We're gonna mark off the high of that candle and a low of that candle. All right, now we already got a breakthrough to the top. Now we're looking for it to come back and retest 5,650. That sounds crazy. 5,650. Why am I in this trade? I don't even got money like that. But I'm over here trying to stomp with the big dogs. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Trying to run with the big dogs. So here we are. We're at the daily resistance. Switch back to the 2 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, on the 1 minute accidentally. But this is SPX on the left, Tesla on the right. You know, I'm trying to advance my skill set, my ability to be more efficient. And I might be trying to move up a little too fast. So here we go. Look at that wick on this candle right here. That came all the way back down. That's a stop loss hunt. So now on SPX, as you can see, it looks like we are approaching the weekly high. And we're continuing to get higher highs and higher lows. But this candle on the left, on SPX to the left, is showing a red candle forming. So if this red candle at resistance can take out this green candle, and when I say take out, what I have to work on is being more patient and allowing the candles to close, especially on the lower time frames, like on any time frame really. All right, so now we move past the green candle, but are we gonna close down there? We got 9 seconds left. Are we gonna close? If we close on the other side of this green candle, then for me, I would be confident in a put to the downside on SPX. Tesla is giving me a lot of wicks. It's looking like, you know, this was a reversal, but then now it looks like it's reversing again. But the move, okay, but the move to the downside is a little shaky. Boom. So look, I just jumped in on this SPX put to the bottom. All right. The problem with this, look at that. I'm up 15, 10 up. We're up. We're up. We're up 15. We up 10. That's 3%, 20%, $20. We up 5%, 2%. Look at that. We up. That's for some reason. I think I'm special. Yeah. This is not, you know, I should have just took that and rolled out. I'm still trying to I'm trying to be cute over here with this stop loss, man. So you got to learn when, okay? Like perhaps this isn't the time for me to be fooling around with this. All right, I'm already up 10%. $55. Let me take my 10% and roll out. That's very good. That's very good. And this thing is fluctuating. I'm up $58, man. Whose man's is this? All right. Now, in my defense, all right, what I'm trying to do is be mindful now again of snatching at my profits too early. Now, as the SPX is coming down, you look to the right, you see Tesla. Tesla gave us a reversal pattern. That green bar up followed by that red doji / tail bar coming from a resistance, which is the AEMA. That is typically a green light to jump in puts going to the bottom, or if you see that same pattern at support, then that's a green light to jump in calls going to the top. You know, even if it's 7 out of 10 times it works out in your favor, that's a 70% chance. That's an opportunity for you to cook. Meanwhile, on SPX, I'm in the right position. I did the right thing. We up 80. I did everything but take the money they gave me. Everything but take the money they gave me. Look, up 130. This is look. Everything but look, 133. Nasty work. Who am I? How much money do I want? What am I looking to gain here? And this is one contract. And this 950. That would have been a nice little hundo in 20 minutes. 100 pack, 20 minutes. Minus the 40 I lost. I'm up 60 if I would have took that. But what am I doing? I'm not sure. You know, looking to see, look at this. And this looks like on the left, this looks like the 20 period moving average. This green line on SPX has caught that reversal and said, nah, not up in here. You know, when they take it back up to court and LeBron James chase him down and pin that joint to the backboard. Yeah, that's what that is. Like, no, sir. That's what that is. And now we moving back up, but we hitting this resistance again. So now what are we looking at? This is where the trend change might take place on SPX. Because now are we looking at lower highs? I want to know, are we going to retest 5,669? Or are we going to create a lower high, which would signify a trend change? Look at that. Was up 70 again. Nasty work. Whose man's is this? So this is the problem. Listen, that's why I'm not up here pretending to be a guru, because the thing is, I get the game. I know the game, but right now I'm working on me. Okay, I'm working on me. If I want to be a successful trader, I got to do better. I got to do better with following the rules I set for myself. You understand? Or even writing them down so I can have clear rules. I see how emotional I am with trading. Look at this. Flushing to the downside. Look at this candle. Flushing to the downside. Was up at 55 again. There's no reason. I'm up 133. Then I'm up 70. Then I'm up 55. Still not taking profit. And this is where you start getting cooked at. We at the ATM machine when we in the market. This the ATM machine. We supposed to be taking the money out. We trying to get all the money out the ATM. This the ATM. This ain't a bank robbery. Let's take what we can get and come back the next day. Hit them buttons again. Put that code in again. But instead, look at me. I'm watching the candles fluctuate between the moving averages. I'm not sure what I expect. Like, I'm not even, you know, I'm a few days away from this trade as I give y'all this recap. So, you know, I'm seeing that ooh, nasty work. Damn, down 200. I should have been cut to play. But what I'm doing is, this was my first attempt at what I will call trying to trust the levels. And when I'm doing that, I'm not necessarily honoring the movement of and looking at the trends. You know, as I'm watching this, I'm looking like, okay, we getting lower highs and lower lows, right? But the problem that I didn't realize is Another issue is that this is a 0 DTE with SPX because it's so expensive. Down 195, nasty work. Whose man's is this? Get him out of here. Take his mic. All right, so it's a 0 DTE. So that means that every minute that goes by, the delta is being eaten away by theta, the theta gata. So if you look at your Greeks, theta is eating away at the delta, right? It enhances the time decay of the option. All right, so every time it goes up and starts to come back down as the day progresses, the moves offer me less and less money. You know, so while I'm looking like, okay, this is support, when we get back down to support, I'll take profit. That's not true, because when we get back down to support, I gotta go past support to see what I saw last time when I was there. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so if I move down and I'm up $10, but then it moves up against me and goes the other way and creates a lower high, yes, it may very well come down and create a lower low. But when I get to that lower low on the chart, maybe I'm still negative $15. I thought I would hit that lower low and be up $10. No, I'm still down because the delta is being eaten away, impacted by theta. All right, so I'm not ready for 0 DTE on a SPX type stock, but then I also don't have the money to be playing these kind of games with SPX, pushing it out a week or so. All right, so instead of SPX, let's just trade the SPY, SPY. All right, let's just trade the SPY until we build a relationship with SPY like we have with Tesla. And then we can consider, look at that, doing more. So as you can see, we got some almost like a triple top on SPX. And now we looking to break through this moving average. All right. But again, look at this pattern that you see. This is a reversal pattern here on SPX. When you see that red bar and then that doji or that pin bar at the bottom, typically that's a reversal. All right. I like a pin bar better than a doji. A doji is almost like a stalemate. You know, the sellers could pop up and continue to the downside, but this could be very much a reversal. So when you saw that at the support level, that might have been a good time to get in. But now we got this next red candle showing us that that wasn't the reversal we were looking for. That green candle here did not get up past the 50% mark of that red candle to the left. So, you know, that signified that the buyers weren't as strong as we would have liked them to be. Okay. Okay, and then boom, we still over here on this 2-minute chart watching the game be played. That's another reason why I could be getting cooked. And keep in mind, I had on all my moving averages are slightly off because I had on that pre-market data. So it's cool to watch it and make decisions off of it, but it's killing me on my entries and exit. That was my last chance. I was at negative 40. That was my last chance to get out of this trade, and with a reasonable loss. And now, ooh, man, I'm getting cooked. Benihanas, yeah, hibachi, sakura, cooked. Flash in the pan, man in the pan. I'm the man in the pan getting cooked. Goodness. Hey, but listen, I still learned a lot from this play. You know, and this play make Tesla look like clean spark. This play makes the movement on Tesla look like intro to day trading. So I'm gonna take this whooping that I got and go back and spank Tesla, because SPX let me know I got a little too big for my britches. Like, boy, you better slow down for you blow this account, you'll have nothing. All right. So right here, again, in my mind in the moment, I'm like, all right, we're going to come down to this moving average. They're going to get me back to the 200 or at least 5,630. This blue intraday line you see here at the bottom, right above the 200 period moving average. But I'm not factoring in at this point that I've been in this trade way too long. It's 11:12 at this point. Been in this trade all day. And look at it. I'm getting lower lows. I'm getting lower highs, but it's not happening at the pace in which I need to turn this option around, because it expires on this day. That's not what we want. We don't want 0 DTEs when we get in to know a stock. You know, when we trading, it's like dating. You know, we're dating the stock. You know, so Tesla's been my girl. A lot of people talk bad about Tesla, you know what I'm saying? But I like her. You feel me? I like her. I don't care how nobody else feel about her. I like her. Yeah, little iffy, little iffy, indecisive, but that's okay. I can handle that. SPX, too fast for me. You know, I need somebody more my speed. Maybe I'll get to the point where I can handle something like SPX, but right now, it's me and Tesla. And if I want to get to know SPX, I might want to spend some time with SPY. All right, the SPY is like SPX little sister. You know, ain't been really ruined by the world yet. Ain't been turned up yet. You know, might be a little bit more manageable, even though the moves are the same. You got me. All right. So again, the name of the game is levels, support and resistance, and managing and understanding the trend that you see. So on the left here, you see that we shot up. We had a pin bar here at 5,630.91. We shot all the way up. And in my mind, I'm waiting to come back to where we started at. But why would I think that was going to happen? Meanwhile, getting cooked like hibachi. Negative 230. At what point am I going to say uncle? Got me in a cobra clutch. All I got to do is say uncle and they going to let me go. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm never saying uncle, bro. I'm never saying it. Yeah, you got me, but I'm never going to say that. And it's like, suit myself, getting cooked, hibachi. Ooh, this is going against all my rules. Okay, so, man, I got to get it together, because the last thing I want is to be up here giving out game to the world and everybody doing better than me. Not because they understand trading better or they're better, they have a better grasp of what's going on, but because they have better control over themselves. They respect themselves enough to follow the rules that they set for themselves in the midst of the trade. And for me, I gotta do better. You know, I'm hopeful when I should be cautious. I'm fearful when I should be greedy. Okay, and I got the game messed up, and it's stuff like this that'll have me on the sideline. You know, stuff like this that'll have me on the sideline. Shout out to my day one subscribers. My man who let me know, hey, fix the mic, the audio, I can't hear you that good. We need that commentary. Respect to you, thank you, peace and love, and I hope you get rich. Or my man that said, hey, where the next video at? We need that insight. Win, lose, or draw. We need to hear what's going on. You giving us the juice. Respect. I'm here for it. So this one threw me off, y'all. This had me out the game for a couple days. Me really reevaluating, is this something that I need to do? But this is the beauty of watching it back, because when you watch it back, you get to say, wait a minute. It's not the game that's too complicated. Honestly, it wasn't even SPX that was so crazy that I took the big L, because I can't handle SPX. It was me, the trader. It was my choices, my decision making. The market gave me $1.35 early. And here it is 2 hours later at 9:50. I had the 133. We were just there. I had lost 40. I could have been up 100 for the day, been done. 9:50, 10 o'clock at the playground with baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Having a good day. Getting some of this other work done that I need to get done. Instead, I'm over here watching candles go up and down, eating away at my money. Because I didn't want to take profits when I seen profit. I had $130 on a call in the midst of a stock market crash, and I'm waiting for it to go higher. What did I think was happening? $130 when we trending downward. It wasn't the entry, it was the trader. It wasn't the stock, the underlying. It was the trader. It wasn't my strategy. It was me. It wasn't the timing. It was me. If you knew better, you do better. But sometimes you know better and you still don't do better. Yeah, you just got to get to a point where you're tired of disappointing yourself. Look at this. Dang, negative 55. I'm still waiting. Look at that. I'm still waiting. I'm like, okay, we going all the way down to 5,000, 6,000. Look, up again, up another 30, 40, 50. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I almost ain't even post this trade. That's how nasty this is. This so ugly, I almost ain't posted. This so ugly, I tried to sneak it out the house without mama seeing. Woo, this is nasty work. I'm going to do better, y'all. I'm going to do better for me. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 1157. Been in this trade since 9-something. Whose man's is this? Another flush to the bottom. Like, man, this was money all over here. I could have got out and got back in and got out and got back in, you know, if I had the bread. Look at that. Meanwhile, if you look at the deltas over here on the left, as we get on the other side of 12, now you got 3 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents, 10 cents. Come on, man. Come on, man. 0 DTE. Stuff expiring today. That's also eating away. If I would have pushed it out a week, it would have been more expensive. So let's say I paid, you know, $560 to get into this trade. If I pushed it out a week, it might have been $800 or $700, but it wouldn't be eating away at my profits like that. That was my last chance to get out. Look at that. Nasty work. That one right there. You see how we finally got a higher low? Now we're trending up. We had a higher low. Nasty work. Now, if you look, all the lows are getting higher. Nasty work. That was my last chance. Once I seen that first higher low get formed as we were trending down, that was my cue to beat it. Scram. Higher low, higher high. What? I was supposed to get out of there. And what I do? I laid on the grill as soon as they put the foil down. I used that rack of ribs like a pillow. I laid on the grill, ready to get cooked. Gave my money away. This wasn't even a loss. This was charity. God damn, y'all. For real. This is crazy work. Cook like hibachi. And, you know, it's like, man. And then I'm still not factoring in how over it is for me, how cooked I am. I'm still having hope because I don't want to accept. I'm still having hope. We didn't fast forward to 1 o'clock. I've been in this trade since 9 something. This is what I be saying when I was doing the $100 in 5 minutes, all my money in minutes. It has all been about getting in and out of the market as soon as you can with profit instead of hanging around all day to give your dollars away or hanging around all day to make what you could have left with in 20 minutes. All right. So, but I appreciate this play because this play is what triggered me to write down my day trading plan instead of having it in my mind. Like I thought I was the Jay-Z of day trading. Like, nah, I'm not Hove with this. I can't database all my levels and my moves. And writing them down is like, okay, cool. So from 9:30 to 9:35, this is what I'm allowed to do. When 9:35 hit, this is the next thing that I'm going to be looking for in the market. This is something that I'm going to consistently be looking for in the market from 9:30 till whenever I get out. When 10 o'clock comes, okay, boom, here we go with something else. So each hour or segment, because it's not necessarily based on the hour, but every segment of time that I have a strategy for, I had to write it down so that I don't mix and match. I shouldn't be trying to implement my 10 o'clock and after strategy at 9:30, or I shouldn't be trying to implement my 9:30 strategy at noon. All right, it's a time and a place for everything. And as I'm learning, it's all about location. Location, location, location. Yeah, it ain't just about seeing a pin bar, but it's about the location of the pin bar. It's not just about seeing a power bar, but it's the location of the power bar. And my moving averages are like my map, my longitude and latitude. So if I'm using pre-market data on my chart, then it's skewing my lines of longitude and latitude. So it's making my locations off. But that was the excuse that I was telling myself to make me feel better about these poor choices that I made on this day, on this March 17th, 2025, where I spent the whole day in the market doing charity, doing the market's work, giving away my money like I got it like that. Like I'm somebody who could just lose $400 in the market. I'm not somebody like that. I know people like that, but I am not one of them. This is a painful loss for me, especially when I done put so many weeks into making $40 here and $35 here, and yeah. But we're gonna continue to grind and build and watch these things back. You know, man, getting cooked like hibachi. And I wasn't wrong on the direction. I was wrong on my exit strategy. I was wrong for not having a plan of action. I was wrong for not taking what the market gave me. I was wrong for being greedy. Like I was wrong for being greedy. I'm trying to beat my personal best, and sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about these base hits. Look at me. Look at your boy. I'm not wrong. We was trending down, and I bet to the downside. We in a put. However, I don't have time. I didn't have enough time on my contract to be waiting all day. Yeah, them zero DTEs, I feel like you need to take your profits or take your losses in 10 minutes. You should jump on that wave. Once it start heading in the other direction, you got to get off. Wait for it to come back or switch the game plan and go the other way. But riding through it, hoping for a turnaround, worst mistake. Worst mistake. Look at all of that. 1, 2, 3 big moves to the downside, then yank. Then we had a higher low, and now we're trending up. We went from trending down, consolidating here at the bottom, then we formed our first higher low. And once we formed that first higher low, we started to trend back up in the opposite direction. And I'm still in the put. Nasty work. Yeah. Well, I did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that. Yeah. Thank me later. We're going to go ahead and get up out of this thing. Once we realize, it don't get no worse than this. This is ugly. Go ahead, man. Get up out of there. So this is a bad possession. Every trade is not a game of basketball, but every trade is a possession. It could be a quarter. It could be the first half. This ain't the game, though. The game ain't over, but nasty work. Nasty work. I gave back 90% of what I paid to get in here. 90%. Now look at SPX. SPX is up $26 for the day. Nasty work. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. So I hope that you all learn something from this trade. Learn something from my journey. Peace and love, good people. I hope you get rich. Please subscribe. The more you like the videos that I post, the more likely they'll offer them to other people to continue to watch, which will motivate me to continue to post. All right, because I want to continue to share my journey, continue to do these recaps, because I learned from watching them back as much as I'm hoping that you all learn from watching it with me. All right. So again, subscribe, share this with somebody who you think it might benefit. Okay. Share it for me. All right. Thank you very much. Discord coming. I want to have a community for us to build, for me to share more details and specifics about what I'm doing, but I'm trying to build that up for you. So as soon as you come to the Discord, it's instant value. All right. I don't just want to make it a chat, but I want it to be a valuable space for new traders to come and get down the road a little quicker than maybe it took me from being a student of YouTube University. All right. Peace and love. And I hope you get rich. And until next time,